Today we're going to tap on fear of change. Fear of change is often what keeps us in self-sabotaging behaviors. Because even though we want to make changes in our life, there's a level of comfortability in where we are. And oftentimes that underlying fear will have us sabotaging our best efforts to make changes. So where we are right now is familiar and it is our comfort zone. And if you want to make changes in your relationship to food, weight, or any other area of your life, you have to address the underlying fears that are connected to making those changes. Your brain is trying to protect you, trying to keep you safe, and you're in your safety zone when you are comfortable. However, it could be frustrating because even if you are familiar and comfortable with certain behaviors or certain experiences, they may not be aligned with your highest good. So it's very helpful to unblock the deeper drivers, the fears that are keeping you stuck, so that you can align more fully with the changes that you want to make. So if you recognize that you are experiencing fear of change, or maybe you're not even sure if it is fear of change, but you notice that you are sabotaging your best efforts to make the changes you want to make, then this video is for you, because we're going to unearth the blocks, the brakes that are keeping you stuck and not allowing you to align more fully with your health and fitness goals. So let's start at the beginning. I want you to tune into the change that you want to make. Maybe you want to change your patterns with food. Maybe you want to release excess weight, or maybe you want to make changes in your relationships with other people. Maybe you want to speak up about something, or maybe you even want to leave a relationship. Whatever it is that the change you want to make, you want to identify it. And then tune into the fears associated with that. EFT tapping is most effective when you can feel the feelings. We don't want to suppress them. We don't want to stuff them down. The way to heal from them, the way to move through them, is to allow them to come up and through you. Our feelings, our thoughts, and emotions are just energy, and energy wants to flow. And once we allow the fears to flow through us, we're free of them. When we try to suppress them or avoid them or run away from them, they're still controlling our life. So this will empower you to release the fear and then be able to align more fully with the changes that you do want to make. So tune into a specific situation that brings up some fear. Maybe you feel it in your body, or maybe you just know that you're afraid of it, and maybe you don't even want to go there completely. Embrace wherever you're at. You can absolutely measure that on a scale of 0 to 10. How much fear is there when you think about this situation? And then taking responsibility for yourself and well-being, let's begin. If I say words that are landing with you, that align with you, repeat them. You can change the words to sit better with you. The more specific you could be for your particular issue, the more helpful this would be. So in EFT, in the classic EFT, we start with the karate chop and we acknowledge the problem. Even though I have this fear of change, when I think about these changes I want to make, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this fear of change, I accept myself with love and compassion. Even though there's a part of me that wants to make these changes, but there's a part of me that feels scared to make the changes. I choose to accept myself with love and compassion. And as you're tapping and breathing, you're tuning into the specific issue that is triggering the fear. You're noticing the fear, and again, that's energy that wants to move through you. So tapping the round, we'll start at the top of the head. all of this fear, take a breath in and let it go. All of this fear about making this change. There's a part of me that really wants to change this part of my life. But the fear keeps me from making those changes. And I accept myself with love and compassion, fear and all. All of this fear to move out of my familiar comfort zone. I choose to love and accept myself, fear and all. And even though I have this fear, and it's stopping me in my tracks to make the changes I want to make, I choose to love and accept myself with compassion. This fear of the unknown. What if something bad will happen? Even though I want to make these changes, there's a level of comfortability where I'm at. And sometimes I even think, oh, things are not so bad here. And yet there's a part of me that wants even more, a more expansive, better life, more alignment with my highest goals. But this fear stops me in my tracks. And even though I have this fear, today I choose to love, honor, and respect myself and allow that fear to move through me. The fear of the unknown, the fear of what if things work out worse than they are now, the projected fears and worries about making the changes. What will my life look like? What will my relationships look like if I make these changes? All of these fears keep me stuck in complacency. And it doesn't allow me to align with the person that I want to be today. Today I choose to acknowledge the fear and allow the fear to move through me. It's safe to let go of this fear. All of this fear in my body, in my mind. Maybe there were times in my life where it wasn't safe to make a change, or at least I didn't feel like the changes were the right thing. Today I choose to release all the thoughts, feelings, and memories associated with fear of change. Even though this fear is coming up now, I choose to allow it to move through me and let it go. Letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. Take a deep breath in and let it go. The top of the lip, keep breathing and allowing all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions associated with this fear. Here and now, I'm safe. Here and now, all is well. And I get to choose the changes I want to make. Today, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself completely. And when I'm feeling afraid, I embrace myself more fully. Even though this fear has been controlling my life, today I love, honor, and forgive myself and anyone else that contributed to this fear. All of this fear, it's safe to let it go. I support myself in taking steps that align with my highest good. Wouldn't it be nice to have faith that as I make these changes, all will be well? I can adjust to the changes with ease. I can allow more freedom into my life and align with my highest good. I choose to activate faith and trust that making small steps into the changes that I want to make will enable me to flourish more fully. I choose to support myself in making these changes. I choose to remember that change is inevitable. And when I let go and trust the process of change, I can align with a greater sense of self. I can align more fully with my highest good. I choose to release all the fears and worries and gently take my hand and step into the unknown, believing that change is good, that I'm being called to make these changes because they align with my highest good, and I'm worthy and deserving of having even more good in my life. I'm so grateful and appreciative that I'm releasing fears that are holding me back from aligning with my highest good. Today I choose to acknowledge the fear, let it move through me, and replace it with faith, trusting that everything is always working out for my highest good. And love surrounds me. And I can call on all the beings that are waiting to assist me as I align with my highest good. Today I choose to activate the faith within me, to remember that everything is always working out for my highest good, and that I can address the new being that I'm becoming and how that affects my relationships, my life, with ease and flow. Today I choose to honor and respect myself wherever I'm at, and then support myself into making these changes so that I can have a more expansive, aligned life. I'm worthy and deserving of having an even better life than I have today. I'm worthy and deserving of treating myself with even more respect. I'm worthy and deserving of stepping into the new vision of me. It's safe to let go of whatever's holding me back, and I'm trusting that everything is always working out for my highest good. And as you're tapping, tuning into what that would look like and feel like, knowing in your heart of hearts that love surrounds you, that love supports you, and that everything is always working out for your highest good. Because when we take those steps to align with our highest good, unseen forces support us. It's taking the first step that will activate that. The first step of courage, of faith. And then all the good rushes in if it's in alignment with our highest good. And if there's even more resistance, then maybe the changes you want to make are not necessarily for your highest good, and there's somewhere else to go, something else to do. Choosing to embrace yourself where you're at, being curious about the fears that are coming up, and trusting that everything is always working out for your highest good, and only love supports me. And just keep tapping through the round and allowing the thoughts and feelings and emotions to flow, and tuning into what it would feel like to be free of this fear. What would that look like and feel like in your body, in your life? Notice yourself in a more expanded version of you, expanded in the sense of being in alignment with your health and fitness goals, in alignment with optimal self-care, in alignment with making healthy boundaries for yourself, moving into the changes that you want to make. And take a deep breath in and let it go. Bring your hands to your heart, one hand over the other. Take a moment to tune into your body and notice how you're feeling. This may have stirred up other things connected to fear of change. Keep on tapping and releasing all of the fear, and then support yourself in taking baby steps to make those changes. Your happiness matters, your health matters, and releasing fear that keeps you stuck is always a good choice. So tune into that number if you rated your fear on a scale of 0 to 10 and see if it has shifted. And if it is neutralized, you want to tune into the positive. How does it feel to be living in alignment with your highest self? How does it feel to be living in alignment with the highest choices for you? And that will affect how you step into your day, how you step into your world. Because again, your happiness and your health do matter, not only for yourself, but for all the lives that you touch. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. If you felt aligned with this, please leave me a message below. If you know someone who can be helped with this, go ahead and share it. And be sure to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Until next time, keep on taking good care of yourself. Bye now.